Okay, so by the time you get to the multi-step angles problem 3, click number 490, what you're doing is combining all of the angle rules you know to solve a problem. Again, the best thing to do when you get an angle problem is to write on the information that you know. So it tells me that FEC is equal to 30. So FEC is equal to 30 degrees. Okay, and that's the only bit of information I've got, and I've got to figure out what X is over here. Okay, the first thing I can see is if this is 30, I've got to look at angles that I can work out just from that 30. And if you remember from last week's work, you can see here this Z, okay, because these two lines are parallel, all right, and then we've got the line going through them. So I know that this angle here has also got to be 30. So I know that BCE is equal to 30 degrees because alternate angles are equal. And again, this is the type of comments that they need to see in that comment box. Okay, so alternate angles are equal. Right. Once I know that, again, you can see now I've got an isosceles triangle here. Okay, so I know that this angle and this angle is going to be the same. So 180, take away 30 is 150, and then we divide it by 2. So each of these angles are going to be 75. All right, so if we take this one, all right, CBE, so CBE is equal to 75 degrees, okay, and it's because base angles in an isosceles triangle are equal. Okay, and now we've got the final step. I can work out what X is because now I've got a straight line. So X is equal to 180, take away 75, which is 105. Okay, and that's my answer. And it's angles on a straight line add up to 180. Okay, and that's the first one. Okay, I'm not going to write all the comments in on the next one, but you can see what I've done is from knowing one angle, all right, I've wrote everything on and I've gradually worked my way around the diagram until I've got to the angle that I need. All right, so let's look at the last type of question in this clip. Okay, so it's a parallelogram. Again, I'm going to write on what I know. It says CDB. So CDB is equal to 61. So that's 61. It tells me that CAB is equal to 24. All right, and I am trying to figure out, okay, what X is. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. So first of all, I'm looking for bits of information that I know. So you can see here, these two lines are parallel. Okay, so if I've got these two lines that are parallel, okay, so that's parallel to that. Okay, and if you draw your parallel lines or colour in your parallel lines, you can then start to see some alternate angles starting to appear. Okay, so if we look at this, we can see if I draw a line here, all right, if that's 61, that means that this also here must be 61 because you can see I've got my Z angle again. All right, so I know that ABD is equal to 61, again, because of alternate angles. All right, I'm not going to write it all out. I'll just write alternate angles. Okay, if I know that this is 24 and this is 61, I know what this angle is now, don't I? Because it's angles in a triangle. So if we do, so if I can work out now this angle, all right, because of angles in a triangle, so 61 plus 24 is equal to 85. So that angle is going to be 180, take away 85, which is going to give me 95. Okay, and if I look, this is now a straight line. All right, so because I've got a nice straight line here, all right, and I know that angle's 85, okay, from angles on a straight line, I know that x is going to be equal to 180 take away that 95. So x is going to be equal to 85. Okay, and that's the final answer.